Hello, Charlie McManus for the World Football News Network. It's a sad time here in the United States, as most of my viewers are from. Um, U.S. lost 4-0 Costa Rica last night. It is Wednesday, November 16th. If you're watching this, we are in a crisis. U.S. has 0 points from the first two games of World Cup qualifying for the first time since 1957. And last night was a total disaster from the beginning. The first half was, pretty even. The U.S. didn't really have the chances. Costa Rica had chances but didn't convert until the 44th minute, where they took a 1-0 lead at halftime. Then the bottom fell out in the second half. Omar Gonzalez looked like an idiot. John Brooks didn't know what he was doing whatsoever. Michael Bradley did not look like like a professional soccer player. He looked like an amateur out there. Jermaine Jones is hurt. Tim Howard's hurt. Brad Guzan, he did the best he could. You put Brad Guzan in those situations, it makes him look terrible. But the defense was just awful. Who looks at Timmy Chandler and says, "Oh, he's a soccer player"? No one looks at Timmy Chandler and says he's a soccer player. Look at the dude. It was just really bad last night. I think DeAndre Yedlin would have been better. It's just U.S. soccer's in a bad place right now, and mainly why I'm recording this video when I was supposed to be doing a conference final preview of Seattle, Colorado, and Toronto, Montreal. Jurgen Klinsmann is the reason why I'm not doing MLS videos right now. Jurgen Klinsmann needs to be fired now. U.S. soccer doesn't have the stones to do it, and I know they don't, because they're not going to fire him in the middle of a hex. They're not going to do it unless Senio Galati just gets up and blows the doors wide open and says, "Hey, Jurgen Klinsmann, you're not the coach anymore," which I don't think is going to happen. But if it does, what do we do? And we have a surprise for you guys about what if Jurgen Klinsmann gets fired. We have a surprise coming up this week, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. But talking about Jurgen Klinsmann has been awful. He reached his pre-Copa goal of reaching the Final Four, but just got thrashed by Argentina. Rightfully so, because Lionel Messi's better than everybody else. He's shorter, and he's faster, and he's better. And that free kick was remarkable, and that was so good. It's just a somber day. The U.S. men's national team is just a factory of sadness. And Bobby Wood and Josie Altidore look good, though. They had chemistry. Michael Bradley did not look like a professional soccer player. John Brooks is this. Just take a phrase from Men in Blazers. He looked like the American John Stones. Just out of place, doesn't know what he's doing. I mentioned Timmy Chandler. Fabian Johnson, he doesn't know whether he's a midfielder or left back. No one really specified that to him. Matt Beasley's not a left back. All this is Jurgen Klinsmann's fault. He's playing these players out of position. They don't really have tactical plans. They just have instructions, which even that's become limited. You can watch the players' reaction when they go and try to go and talk to him. They don't want to talk to him because he doesn't know what he's doing. The reason for that is, he doesn't have anything for him. He doesn't have any planning or preparation for any of these games. Here's a formation and just go for it. Just be better than everybody else. And the United States is not better than most teams in the top tier of world football. We're not better than Mexico. And you saw me hesitate when I say that. I don't want to say that, but the U.S. is not better than Mexico right now. The U.S. is not better than Argentina. The U.S. is not better than Portugal. The U.S. is not better than France. As much as we all like to think the U.S. is level with these teams, we're not. Because our coach is an idiot. Our coach is just a terrible, terrible coach. And Jurgen Klinsmann needs to be fired because he doesn't do any pre-game planning. He has no tactical sense whatsoever. He has the same tactical sense as a 10-year-old who doesn't even know anything about soccer. You just throw players out there and hope they'd be better than everybody else. That's what Jurgen Klinsmann does. It's aggravating as a U.S. fan because the U.S. is the United States men's national team is just a mess. It's a train wreck. And Bob Lee, can you save us now, please? Bob Lee, can you be our coach? Bob Lee for U.S. men's national team. It's campaigning season. It was. It's just sad. I have no notes. I'm just going off raw emotion from last night, and it's a dark day. Yeah, but we have a surprise for you guys. We have something special planning. We're currently planning. We have something special planned for this week. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. But Jurgen Klinsmann fired. Please fire him, please. Like I'm asking for a friend and myself. This isn't good content, is it? It's just me begging for Jurgen Klinsmann to get fired. I have no statistics to back myself up. But you know what? This is what the World Football News Network is all about. We're driven on passion and emotion, not just statistical figures and how things should be from a tactical and preparation standpoint. I'm going off raw emotion. I've been a U.S. soccer fan for the last, it's 6 years now, since 2010 World Cup. Bob Bradley was my coach. That's how I learned about soccer, was Bob Bradley. And now he's at Swansea, and I'm very happy for him. But I'm just going off pure raw emotion, because that's what we at the WFNN like to do. Like I know Louis, you see him on the channel before, he's very passionate about West Ham. Owen's very passionate about Borussia Dortmund. Aiden's very passionate about Borussia Dortmund. He loves France and Manchester City. I love Orlando City here in MLS. I'm very passionate about the United States men's national team. I mean, we all have our passions that drive us, make good content, and it's just sad when our teams don't do well. And especially since all of us are U.S. men's national team fans, it makes it that much worse. And this group text has been very depressing for the last 24 hours. Because this is Wednesday in the aftermath, and I decided I'd yell at people and yell at the camera and not talk about the great MLS games this week, because it's infuriating is what it is. It just makes me sad. It makes me sad because the United States men's national team is a factory of sadness. But the women do so well and they win World Cups and great. But the men, they're just awful. Only one thing can save us now, and that's Giassi's artist. That's it. I don't have anything else. Fire Jurgen Klinsmann. Fire him, please. First appearance by my glasses on the channel, in case anybody have noticed. I had a contact problem today, so I thought I wore some glasses. But fire Jurgen Klinsmann. Sorry, just outburst. My name is Riley McManus. This has been the World Football News Network, and as we say in America, don't score on goals.